SportsBit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
Big game breakdown continues here on SportsBit Betting Insight today from SBRpicks.com. We're deep into bowl season already. Heck, we're talking Thursday, December 21st, the Gasparilla Bowl in St. Petersburg, Florida. Temple and Florida International. The Owls -7 and 56. Early money has come on the over for this contest. Hey, I didn't even give it the full name. This is officially the Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl. If you never heard of it before this year, well, neither had I. First bowl for Florida International since 2011. It's the third straight bowl game for Temple. They had bad showings in each of the last two, I should say. Temple was awful last year. 0-2 straight up, 0-2 against the spread in the two bowl games over the last two seasons, and they lost to the spread by 35.5 points. Last year, they were 10.5-point chalk against Wake Forest. They lost the game in outright fashion. Understandable, their coach left, the circumstances weren't right, but the bottom line is, last 2 years, Temple no-show and no-show in their bowl games. Lane Kiffin got the ink from the FIU, they're not directional schools, Atlantic versus International. Kiffin got the ink. Butch Davis was solid. All right. He didn't get as much media love, but obviously we're talking about a guy who's been a former NFL head coach, a former coach of the Miami Hurricanes. He's got a pretty good resume. First season at FIU, and he got him to a bowl game. The fifth-year seniors had gone 14-34 coming into this season. So let's give Butch Davis some credit for what he was able to accomplish. And the key, certainly offensively, was the quarterback, Alec McGaw. And, of course, the receiver, Thomas Owens. Owens, 59 catches, 887 yards, 6 touchdowns. No one else on the team even got 300 receiving yards. This is not a high-octane downfield passing attempt. It's a special homecoming for the senior quarterback in McGaw. He went to Gaither High School in Tampa. But when you look at FIU, they want to run the football. Alex Gardner, Chandarius Phillips, Napoleon Maxwell, 3 guys who get the majority of carries. And one would think that the FIU game plan is going to be try to grind this one out on the ground. We look at Temple, and the Owls really, one thing you always want to do when the bowl pairings are announced, find the quotes. Find the quotes from the staff, find the quotes from the players, see who's enthusiastic. Temple's enthusiastic about this bowl trip. They're really happy with going down to Florida. The head coach, Jeff Collins, was the defense coordinator at FIU in 2010. He was the defense coordinator at Florida in 2015 and 2016. And he really wants to be able to establish a recruiting footprint in the state. So it's a big deal for them to be playing this bowl game in Florida. And, of course, Temple, they opened 3-4. That included a bad loss at home to UConn. But their season turned around when they went to Frank Newtile at quarterback. They went 3-2 the rest of the way to get bowl eligible. One of the losses came to Army in overtime after Army hit a touchdown pass on the final play to tie it. So they easily could have gone 4-1 down the stretch. And you look at the QB comparison, there's no comparison. Logan Marchie was rough. Newtile's numbers much better, particularly when it comes to yards per pass attempt. He was finding ways to hit receivers downfield, and the downfield passing game was not part of the Temple offense earlier in the season. But you talk about the disappointments for Temple this season. And again, this team got better down the stretch, but their ground game wasn't good. They really didn't run the football effectively. The offensive line never developed. Oh, look at the numbers for the limited Temple running game. David Hood, 562 yards for the season. Raquel Armstead, 553. If the Owls are going to hang in this one, cover this number, they're most assuredly going to have to grind out some first downs, grind out some clock on the ground. But I'm always interested in the team that's excited to be there. Temple fits that category here. Probably look at the Temple side here before I get involved with anything else. That's all we got for Thursday. Tomorrow's Sports Bit. You know what we got on Fridays. Bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books. We'll recap Thursday Night Football. We'll look at the pros versus Joes in the NFL and 4 big game breakdowns, the biggest games in the NFL on Sunday. Don't you dare miss it right here on SportsBit Betting Insight today from SBRpicks.com.
Hello, SBR YouTube followers. I am Jojo, and before you go, I want to let you know about our new college football contest. As we all know, bowl season is right around the corner. And to add to that excitement, we are announcing our 15K College Bowl Handicapping Showdown. We are going to be awarding amazing prizes, and members from all over the world can join in on the fun. Join our forum, follow us on social media, and remember to share and like this video. I've been your host Jojo, and until next time, thanks for watching.